so disappointed. I mean, it was the chance to reach a League Cup semi-final, win something in February, get the momentum going, to hopefully continue in February to win the league at the end of the season, maybe even the Champions League, probably not. But once again, we blew it. It wasn't Wenger's team selection, as you may have seen in my preview to this game. I had practically the same team selection. The only change I had was Ramsey in further back in midfield alongside Coquelin, Noel Nenny, and then I had Oxlade-Chamberlain on the wing. I do think that was quite a crucial mistake from Wenger. I think Oxlade-Chamberlain had pace, power. He's direct. I mean, I know he's very inconsistent, but I think he offers more. He offers a lot more. Why do El Neni? Like, Wenger has such a love affair with El Neni. It's started becoming a love affair which he has with Ramsey. He has a love affair with both players. He has to play El Neni every game now. Like, yeah, he is a good player. He's neat and tidy. He's obviously a bargain. He works very hard, great stamina, but he lacks creativity in terms of. Yeah, I know his passing he's very consistent in his passing, but he just can't. He doesn't create much. You know what I mean? He hasn't got Santi Cazorla, Granit Xhaka. He hasn't got direct long passing. A lot of his passing sideways or backwards. So I do rate him as a player, but I just think it's a League Cup game. You might as well go for it a bit. Put Ramsey slightly deeper. Bring in Oxlade-Chamberlain on the wing. So that was the first fatal mistake I think Wenger made. Also, but to be honest, I don't think he got what he wanted from the players. Just didn't perform today. This bottle. It was a big chance. I don't get it. It was a huge chance for a lot of them out there to prove themselves and try and get them in the first team, and a lot of them just didn't perform. Centre backs like Gabriel and Holding both weren't great. Poor defensively in both their goals. In midfield, you got Coquelin wasn't his normal self. He wasn't one who needed to prove himself. Obviously, I already have talked about. Ramsey was poor again. I mean, does he want to be in the first team? Like, I don't think he lacks confidence because he seems too overconfident in everything he's doing. And he's a bit wild at times, if you know what I mean. A lot of his shooting and his passing's very off at the moment. Iwobi was very quiet, especially in the first half. I think he needs a run of games where he's not in the side. I think he needs to regroup. He's not in great form at the moment. He has got a lot of talent there. We know that. He will be a great player for Arsenal, I think, hopefully. But yeah, I think he needs a lot of resting, a lot of just a period of football out of the first team, like a spell out. Yeah, and Lucas Perez was very quiet. He didn't get much service, to be honest to him. Like, especially in the first, there was nothing in the first half. It was really lackluster. Got practically no help. Southampton were decent. They were good. They didn't make many changes. It was a very strong lineup they put out, like I said, Jordi Classy in the midfield. Yeah, it was always going to be a difficult game anyway, but especially when we put out a weak side and they put out a strong side. Still, with our side, you expect a lot better than what we gave, and at least to be competing with Southampton. We hardly gave them any problems. But yeah, it's very disappointing. Wenger just needs to go. I mean, I'm not saying this isn't a disastrous result. It's just the League Cup. It's not. We can't get too bogged down on it. But at the same time, and I'm not one of these just fans. I don't think there are actually that many fans, Arsenal fans, but a lot of fans from other clubs say that Arsenal fans just change one game they're Wenger in, one game they're Wenger out. Um, yeah, I don't think that's true. I think there's a hardcore following from each side for Wenger in, Wenger out. But I've got to pose a question to the Wenger in people, like look at our squad. Last season we should have won the league. It was everyone, Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man United were all poor, but it was our chance to win the league. We totally bottled it in games like Man U away, Swansea at home. They just bottled it, and that has to be down to Arsene Wenger. I mean, his job is to motivate players and to make them play well. That's what he's got to do. He's got to get players. He's got to get the best out of players, and he's not doing that. Like the last few games, forget about Bournemouth, which also wasn't a great performance. We got the 3 points. None of the players were anywhere near their best, which is concerning because that's what Wenger is paid five. What was it? 8 is it 8 million? 8 million a year to do to get the best out of players, and he's not doing it. So you got to ask the question: should he be here? The Wenger in people are just Wenger in because um, basically because of what he's done for the club, which I can't disagree with. He's done so much for the club. He's evolutionized football, and he's won the Invincible, some great moments along the years. But it comes to the point when year on year we just have the same season, finishing fourth. Yeah, that is a good achievement, finishing the top four countless number of years. But once you've done that, once you've had the stadium change, once you've gone through all those money problems after the stadium change, selling your best players, then you want to see the step up, back up to the top level, back when we're winning titles and stuff, and we haven't seen that in the past few years. But at the same time, I'm not one of those people who's going to go out there, just express my anger a lot to Wenger at games, anything like that, because especially that was what was happening to the end of last season. It created a toxic atmosphere inside the Emirates, which was horrible to be in. It clearly affected the players. I think. I think we just have to get behind our team as much as possible. I've talked about fan trouble in the past. Um, so yeah, that's basically it. Thanks for watching. I hope you like this video and subscribe.